Kaspa open interest drops while leverage builds. What's next for KAS in this long, heavy market? These questions and more news we will discuss in today's video. Welcome to Crypto Speaker. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So if you are interested in everything around Kaspa, this is the place for you. What about Kaspa news and catalysts? Kaspa open interest drops while leverage builds. What's next for KAS price in this long, heavy market? The KAS price is trading around $0.03340, and it's been stuck in a tight range even as major developments continue to roll out. On one side, Kaspa is preparing for the Toccata hard fork between June 5th and 20th, which will introduce KRC20 tokens and turn the network into a programmable Layer 1. On the other, adoption is already there, with nearly 2 billion transactions processed and throughput hitting over 10,000 transactions per second. Add in Gates' integration of Kasplex for smart contracts, and the fundamentals are hard to ignore. Still, price hasn't reacted in a big way, which raises the real question: what's holding KAS back right now? Long, heavy positioning builds under the surface of KAS price. Data shared by Kaspa Daily shows volatility has dropped to 58.8%, far below the 88.0% historical average and well under the 143.6% peak seen in October. That kind of compression often leads to expansion phases. The KAS price has traded near the $0.035 region since late January with no clean breakout. Also, leverage is building in one direction. Open interest is at $41.5 million, down 2.3% on the week, yet funding rates are elevated. Traders holding long positions are paying as much as plus 1.00%. on some exchanges, with most platforms near plus 0.50%. That imbalance shows a long, heavy market. Other metrics add context. The NVT ratio is at 88.6, up 88.8% compared to its 90-day average, even with 11.3 million daily transactions, which are up 12.3%. That gap points to valuation running ahead of activity. KAS funding rates skewing heavily positive across the board. GTX and Gate leading at plus 1.00%, most majors sitting at plus 0.50%, KuCoin and CoinEx, the outliers at minus 0.77% and minus 0.88%. Kraken near flat, whale wallets holding over 10 million KAS, reduced exposure by 0.58% on the week, bringing total holdings to 7.57 billion KAS. Exchange reserves stand at 4.89 billion KAS. Liquidation data also leans one way. Over the past 7 days, $89,000 in long positions were liquidated compared to just $3,000 in shorts. That confirms the imbalance, with longs dominating positioning. And here's what the Kaspa chart is showing. We had a look at the chart, and price action continues to respect a wide consolidation structure. After a strong rally in mid-March that pushed the KAS price above $0.040, it retraced and settled back into the $0.031 to $0.036 range. The current level near $0.033 places KAS close to the middle of that range. Resistance remains near $0.035 to $0.036, where price has been rejected multiple times. Support is forming around $0.031, which has held during several tests since early April. Momentum indicators align with this structure. RSI is near 45, showing mild weakness without extreme selling pressure. MACD is flat, with no strong directional push. This combination matches the low volatility environment highlighted in the data. Kaspa price prediction for this week. The setup creates 3 clear paths for KAS price this week. In a bullish move, if price breaks above $0.036, that could set off a run to $0.038 and maybe back to the March highs near $0.040. For that to happen, traders would need to change their positions. Funding rates would have to cool down, and buyers would need to show up with real demand. In a bearish case, the long, heavy structure becomes a risk. If the KAS price drops below $0.031, it could trigger long liquidations, pushing it toward the $0.029 region. The imbalance in funding increases the chance of that kind of flush. Will the market revalue KAS ahead of this major protocol update? Or will patience be required until its successful implementation? We'll find out very soon. Disclaimer: this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. Let us know in the comments what you think about this token and whether you plan to invest in Kaspa. This has been Crypto Speaker. Thank you for your time.